Hey YouTube, so this morning I decided to film a makeup look for you, and I was actually deciding whether I should do it or not, and eventually I thought, well, you know what, let me film one. And I was very impressed with myself because I hadn't created this look before, so I was just kind of going along in the video and I was chatting away happily to you guys, and when I was done I said goodbye, have a great Sunday, only to see that I had not been recording. So I apologize for being a right royal retard today. And I thought, well, I do want to show how I created the eye look. So I'm not going to remove all of this. I need to reapply it and then have to remove it again tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and clean this eye and possibly the side of the face, and then I will come back and I will show you how I got this green and gold mermaid type Cleopatra look, and then I will take you through the rest of the products that I used for primer and foundation and contour and blush. So I'm gonna go and clean this eye quickly and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I just cleaned this eye, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to touch up just a little bit on the foundation. So I'm going to apply just a little bit of primer. This is MAC's Prep and Prime. I'm going to use my hands and I'm just going to apply just a little bit to obviously the area now where I have removed part of my makeup. And again, sorry YouTube, but that is the joy of being a new YouTuber, I guess. So I'm applying MAC's Studio Fix Fluid in NW25, which as far as I'm concerned is half a shade too dark for my skin tone, although you probably can't see it on video. So I'm just going in again and just touching up this area so that it's all uniform and a nice base or canvas to work on. And I am going over my eye with the foundation, even though we will be going in with MAC's soft ochre or soft ochre to use as a base. So I've gone in and what I'll do is I'll touch up the contouring and the blush once I'm done, and I do just need to cover up this visitor that I have on my face. So, and another one here, which I did cover up earlier on. So, okay, so let's begin. Sorry, let me just sort that out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in with MAC's soft ochre or ochre or ochre, however they say it. There's a number of ways apparently to pronounce this, and this is a really great base for your eyeshadow. You can use a concealer if you like, but I've been using this, especially now with it being so hot outside, and it works really well. And the eyeshadows, the color comes out very pigmented with this, and it's a really good base, and it doesn't budge until about it's time to take it off. And then I'm just going to use a little bit under the eye as well, because we will be using color on the lower lash line. There we go. Alright, and we will be starting with this is MAC's Cork, which is a satin. I actually wanted soft brown, but they were sold out, so I've been using this one. I think it's definitely more shadow used for filling in your eyebrows, but I don't fill my eyebrows in because I think it makes me look like a drag queen. So I'm going to be starting off with this shade, and I will be using a MAC 224, just a big black fluffy brush, and I'll be applying this color in the crease, and this is going to be our transition shade for when we use the green and we start blending the colors up. So I'm kind of using it in the crease and I'm blending it up towards the brow bone, but I'm not going right on top of the brow bone or right underneath my eyebrows. I'm just kind of keeping it just in the crease, and blending whatever is left over onto the eyelid. And remember to blend, blend, blend. And I'm just taking it just towards the inner corner as well. Just gonna go in with a little bit more. And then I'm going to go in with a MAC 117, which is just a smaller fluffy brush. And for the green that I've got on this eye, I'm going to be using MAC's Steamy Frost. And it's a really pretty green. But I'm going to be mixing it with, this is a limited edition quad from Maybelline. And there's this funny moss green color, so I'm going to be mixing the two together just to get a really nice green shade. And we're going to start just applying this into the crease, and I'm pretty much only going to be keeping it in the crease and then bringing it down at an angle onto my eyelid, but I don't want to bring it in too far, so it's more dragging it up here, keeping it in the crease, and then pulling it into like what, the outer half of the eye, maybe only 2/3, not even. And let's blend it out with our 224. So we're going to blend it out with the 224, and then we're going to go back in again, and we're going to build up the color some more. And you can do this however dark or light you'd like it to be. It is entirely up to you. And I'm just dragging it a little bit up, and then we are going to blend it out again. One more time. So I think that looks good. One more time I'm going in, just picking up Steamy Frost this time, not the other colour. Just again down into the, more into the crease. Oh, that looks good. So far so good. And then we'll just clean up that area there. Then I'm going to use MAC's Shroom, if I can just find it. Here we go. MAC's Shroom, it's like a shimmery white. I'm going to be using it just underneath the eyebrows, on the brow bone. Just to highlight. You can use a matte under eyebrow color, but I'm using a shimmery one. And then on the lower lash line, I'm again going to go in with MAC's Cork, and I'm using a little flat domed brush. I'm going to apply this to the lower lash line. and we're gonna blend it out and smoke it into the bottom lash line. And you can use a flat angled brush and only keep this as a rather thin line close to your eyebrows, or you can do what I'm doing and smoke it out, and you could drag it out as far down as you like. I like to drag it down quite far. And we're going to pick up a little bit of like Steamy Frost, but we're going to keep this closer to the lash line and not drag it down. So we've got part of Max Cork and then this. So I'm pressing this more into the lower lash line. I'm not really blending it or buffing it out too much. So there we go. And then for our lid color, I'm using a Dior 5-color palette, and this is in Night Gold, and it's actually a limited edition one that I picked up when I was in Vienna. That's what it looks like. It's very, very pretty. This glittery eyeshadow shade looks great if you use a flat brush and you apply some MAC Fix Plus and you dab that on the eyelid over this gold base. But because we're kind of doing a daytime into nighttime look, we don't want to be that dramatic and that glittery. And I will be applying this gold glitter liner, so I think it's not necessary to have that. So I'm going in with this gold shade, and I'm just picking it up on sort of a little flat type brush. I have no idea what you would call that. But we're going to go in, we're going to be applying it to the eyelid and also at an angle, just on maybe 2/3 of the eyelid. So we're not covering the whole eyelid. We are just going down at an angle. And I am taking it into the inner corner as well, just to brighten up that inner corner. Right, so that's the eye completed. Just want to go in again, just buff that out a little bit. You can, if you wanted to for night, go in on right on this inner corner over the green and go in with a much deeper green, or you could go in with a black and really buff it out and make it a lot more smoky. But we're trying to keep this more for daytime and transitioning over into nighttime. And you don't have to do this, but I'm a sucker for lining both my lower lash line and my upper lash line, or tight lining them. And I'm using Rimmel's Soft Kajal eye pencil. And I can't help it, but every time I do my eyes, I have to line my lower and upper waterline. And I mean, you can skip this part, or you can go in with a white or an off-white for a more fresh summery look. And well, this is a summery look, but I feel like it finishes off my eye for me. And then we're going to be doing some winged liner. This is my first time doing winged liner on camera, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So bear with me. And I'm using Inglot's number 77 with a flat angled brush. I'm just going to pick a little bit up. Thankfully I'm only doing one eye, because this morning when I was apparently filming it, I was doing both eyes and they didn't quite come out identical. So I'm starting on the inner corner, and I don't take it all the way in. Kind of just take it to a little bit over where my eye color ends. And I tend to start from inner corner to outer corner. But you can do your wing first. and then create the line or connect it. And be patient if you're a first timer doing a winged eye. It really is all about practice, and I've been doing winged eyes for quite a while now, and I still stuff them up as well. And some days are better than others. So they're not always going to be perfect, but that's fine. So I'm just lightly tracing where I want my wing to go. And then I'm going to start filling it in. And I'd probably say that sometimes the whole part of the makeup look, the winged liner stresses me out the most. Simply because I just want it to look absolutely perfect. But it doesn't always work out that way. So I'd say that's pretty good. It's quite symmetrical, and I'm quite anal about having symmetrical winged liner. And I like to take my wing up quite far. I mean, you can create a tiny little wing, whatever you're comfortable with at the end of the day. And you can recreate this look however you like, and you can take aspects of it and do your own. It doesn't have to be exactly this. So there we've done our winged liner, and this Inglot number 77 gel liner is awesome, and it is also wonderfully awesome to remove because it's not that easy to remove, which makes it just great. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of MAC's Prep and Prime under the eye. I'm not big on the whole hectic highlighting trend, and I do believe that you still need to look like the person that you are. I don't want to look like a completely different person. I'm just enhancing my features. You want to have a situation where you look at a person and you go, wow, doesn't even look like the same person. I wake up the next morning next to your husband and you can't believe that it's actually you, because you're two different people. I mean, I think it's great that some people love to contour and highlight the hell out of their faces, but I think at the end of the day you just want to be enhancing your features and not looking like an entirely different person. But I mean, that's everyone else's preference. I'm just going to do a little bit of bronzing up on the side again, seeing as that I have lost most of it after having to remove the makeup and then do the eye again. So I'm going in with Nars Laguna, and this is just a stunning bronzing color or contouring color. And if you're not comfortable contouring, we're not doing a very strong contour, you can always just lightly bronze up your face. You don't have to contour, but I am contouring for this look. And then we're going to go in just with a big stippling brush, and we're going to buff that out. And then I was between two minds of what blusher to use, MAC Melba or the Bourjois Rose Frisian. So I'm going to be using the Bourjois Rose Frisian because I want a little bit of a pinky blush. Not feeling the nude blush. So just a little bit of that. There we go. can always build it up, but don't apply too much. But even if you do apply too much, you can always just go back in with your foundation brush, and you can always just blend it in where it needs blending in. And then for highlighter, I'm going in with Yardley's Radiant Glow Highlighting or Glow Illuminator, and this is a cream highlighter or illuminator, which I think is really nice for daytime. You can always use MAC's Soft and Gentle, which is really, really stunning, but sometimes I find that it settles into the fine lines, especially close to your eye area. So this is a better alternative, and for daytime I think a cream highlighter is just lighter than a powder highlighter, but for evening you could use this, and you could go over with MAC's Soft and Gentle, and that will really give a stunning glow. So you can layer cream and then powder on top if you wanted to, but this is a daytime look, so we're going with the cream highlighter. I'm a bit of a virgin to falsies. I bought my first pair of MAC falsies last weekend. Haven't used them yet because I need to get a lash glue, and I do kind of just want to practice it before. I have worn falsies before, and I kind of think it makes me look a bit like a drag queen, but go ahead and apply falsies for this if you like. I am going in with just mascara, and I'm going to be using Clarins Wonder Perfect Mascara, which is a really, really pretty mascara, and I think it makes the eyelashes super long. So maybe if you use this and you really like how it comes out, you may find that you don't want to apply falsies, but I'm going to start using the falsies because they do give an incredible finish to an eye makeup look. But obviously I'm going to practice it first, because knowing my luck, I'll probably glue my eyelids shut while doing the tutorial, which I'm sure will be very funny for everybody that's watching. So for now, I think mascara does the job, and I mean, especially if you're going to be wearing this look to work. I don't know how work appropriate falsies would be unless you're having them professionally applied. Those look great and they look very natural. But I think this mascara is great, and I think it really does the job. I'm going on the bottom lashes with L'Oreal's Mega Volume Miss Manga. It's not Miss Magna. A lot of people have been saying Miss Magna. It's Miss Manga, like a little manga cartoon comic characters with their big boobies and their really tiny waists. So this is L'Oreal Paris Mega Volume Mascara, and I'm using this on the bottom lash line. You can use whichever one you want. You can go in with the Clarins mascara that I used on the top lashes, and you can use that on the bottom lash line if you like. And you can always clean up any smudging that you do with your finger or with the little earbud. So there we go. And we're just going to finish this look off with this NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in LCL 101 Crystal Gold. And I'm just going to be applying this over my winged liner. Just to create that glittery effect. And this kind of reminds me of like a mermaid Cleopatra type eye. She always had the blue or this peacock green and gold on her eyes, and they were typically Egyptian, heavily winged. Really pretty look. So there we go. That's the finished eye look. A glittery green and gold. And I mean, you could always leave the gold glitter liner off if you wanted to. Obviously for work, I mean, I certainly wouldn't wear the glitter liner to work, unless of course you work in a more laid back, relaxed, creative environment. I'm just going to go back in on these eyelashes with some Miss Manga on top, because I like really vavavoom lashes and I like them super long. So maybe falsies would be ideal for me as opposed to plastering the living life form out of my eyelashes. There we go, there are the eyes. As I said, I don't fill in my eyebrows, so I'm just using Anastasia's Brow Wiz, and I'm using the spoolie on the end just to comb them up and tame them a bit. You can use Anastasia's clear brow gel to finish off the look. I just don't like the feel of crusty eyebrows, but it is entirely up to you. I just want to go in here again and just line that. One thing about lining your waterline is that you do have to do it frequently throughout the day. But there we go. So those are the eyes, and I think it came out really pretty. It looks really stunning. I'm very happy with that, and feel free to recreate this look with any other colors. You can use blue, lilac, you could probably use apricot, oranges, you could use really any color with this, but obviously we're going with the lighter colors just to say hello to summer, and it goes with the mermaid waves that I've got going on today. So just to run through, I applied a primer, which was MAC's Prep and Prime, and then the MAC Studio Fix Liquid Foundation in NW25, which I'm still convinced is half a shade too dark for my skin tone, although you can't really see it on camera. So thank you to the lady at the MAC counter at Edgar's Santon, who said that maybe I should try NW22, which I'm gonna try and then I'll let you know. I haven't set my face with any powder. You can if you want to. I then bronzed with Nars Laguna, and my blusher was Bourjois Blush in Rose Frisian. The eyes have been done with a Dior, but you could use any gold. I mean, Urban Decay's Naked 2 palette, it's got a stunning gold. The Night Golds, and I've used the gold shadow. The greens on the outer corners have been done with a combination of MAC's Steamy Frost and a Maybelline limited edition quad, which is called Bronze Drama. But I'll list everything in the description box. The black winged liner is Inglot number 77. The gold glitter liner is NYX LCL 101 in crystal gold. And then my lips are MAC's Stripdown, which is a really pretty lip liner, whether you're doing a nude lip or a pink lip. Because I've got pink blush, I wanted to pick up the pink in that, and I think a nude lip would have been a little bit washed out for this look. So I've used MAC's Angel, which, look, it's finished, but I do have a backup in my makeup drawer. So that was MAC's Angel, and I think it looks really great against MAC's Stripdown. And it's finished it off because I'm a gloss girl, but you could just do MAC's Angel on its own. I went in with MAC's Oyster Girl, which is AB3, and this is like a really pretty, it's a very light mauvey pink, and it tends to take on the color of whatever lipstick you're wearing. So that's that for this completed makeup look. And I'm not going to do this again, but I did use MAC Fix Plus to set the makeup, especially when it's a super hot day outside. So that's it for this really pretty mermaid-esque makeup look. And I'm going to go a little bit closer so that you can just see the eyes. And I hope you can see, and I sincerely hope this time it is recording. So that's it for this makeup tutorial look. I'm sorry again that you haven't been able to see a whole full application, a full face makeup. But I'm going to be doing another tutorial next week, Saturday or Sunday, and that will be a full face of makeup, and I will make sure that I am recording from the very beginning. So if you like this video, please comment, please rate, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. Please try it out for yourselves, and have a great Sunday. Thanks guys. Bye.